Today, we are going to continue our discussion on unitary transformation part 4. In this lecture, we are going to see symmetries in quantum mechanics. That is for finite unitary transformation. Actually, we are in this lecture, we are going to concentrate on time translation and spatial translation. That is finite time translation and finite spatial translation. In my previous class, we have seen the infinitesimal time translation. Now we are going to see the finite time translation. Here, instead of a single infinitesimal translation delta t, that is in previous class we have uh, translated the wave function by an amount delta t, where delta t is infinitesimally small one. Here we are going to carry out the infinite decimal time translation for n time in step tau over n in the limit n tends to infinite. That is, here step size is tau over n and total time is tau. That is, we are repeatedly doing the infinitesimal translation n times. So we will see what will happen. We define the unitary operator u tau, which is a function of Hamiltonian h, which is equal to, when limit tends to n to infinite, uh, that is the product k, product from k 1 to n, 1 plus I over h cross tau n over h tau over n into h, the Hamiltonian. See, we are repeatedly doing the infinitesimal translation by n times. So we are multiplying this. This is the step size, and this is the Hamiltonian operator. So, in the limit n tends to plus infinite, we can rewrite this as 1 plus I over h cross tau, tau into h whole power n, which is equal to e power I over h cross tau h. Here, as usual, h by h cross is a generating function, and tau is the small parameter. So we have seen the unitary time translation operator is u tau, which is a function of h, is equal to e power I over h cross tau h. So when you operate this unitary operator on get psi, that is, if you are operating on e power I over h cross tau h with get psi, it will translate the wave function from psi of t to get psi t minus tau, where get psi of t minus tau is merely the time translation of psi. We will see in detail in my lecture at the end of my lecture. So you can compare this with the time evolution operator. We know we have already seen in time evolution operator, the time evolution operator u, which is a function of t naught, is equal to e power minus I over h cross h t minus t naught. So just you can compare this operator with time evolution operator. That is, if you know the wave function at a particular time, you can find the wave function at any other time. Now we will see the finite spatial translations. Here, instead of a single infinitesimal translation epsilon, epsilon is a small parameter in which we are doing infinitesimal translation. Now we are carrying out the infinitesimal translation, time translation for n times. That is, first you do with the epsilon, and again you will do with epsilon. So likewise, you will do it n times. In step up, the vector a over n. So the total displacement is a, step size is a over n in the limit n tends to infinite, as we have seen in the case of finite time translation. Now you define the facial unitary operator UA, which is a function of linear momentum, that you have to note here, which is equal to limit n tends to infinite, uh, the product over 1 to n, 1 plus I over h cross. This is the small parameter vector A over n, and the vector linear momentum operator vector P. Uh, as usual, this can be written as, because limit is n tends to infinite. Uh, Within this limit, this product can be rewritten as 1 plus I over h cross uh, a dot p over whole power n, which of course we can write this as e power I h cross a dot p. This is the dot bracket product because it's a vector. Here, p over h cross is a generating function. The unitary operator for partial translation is UA, which is a function of linear momentum, is equal to e power I over h cross a dot p. When this unitary operator act on wave function psi, which is a function of r, that is radial coordinate x, y, z, which is equal to e power I over h cross a dot p psi of r. So we have seen so many times that this is equal to, this one is equal to, that is e power I h cross I over h cross a dot p psi of r is equal to psi r plus psi, which is a function of r plus a. That is, if the unitary operator UA act on the wave function, it just translates the position in space by a vector A. That is the implication of this expression. Let us transform the operator R into R prime using partial translation operator UA. That is, R prime is equal to UA or UA dagger. So this UA is equal to e power I h cross I over h cross A dot P. Similarly, UA dagger, this plus will become minus, just e power e power minus I over h cross a dot p. So the now we are changing the uh, operator r into r prime. So r prime is equal to e power I h cross a dot p into r e power minus I h cross I over h cross a dot p. It is well known relation that when a prime is equal to e power I alpha g a into a into e power minus I alpha g. This can be expanded. Uh, this relation can be expanded as follows. That is, this is expanded as a plus I alpha commutation of G with A plus I alpha squared by 2 factorial into the commutation of G with the commutation of G with A. So it will go on alpha I alpha cube over 3 factorial. It will go up to n. Now you apply this one here, and take, since alpha is a small parameter, you can take the term only the up to the first order in alpha. So this is the up to first order in alpha, that is first two term. You take first two term, that is a I alpha commutation of G with A. If we take that and substitute here, then R prime will become R, this A. Instead of A, we are replacing R, plus I alpha. Instead of alpha, we are using A, that is small parameter A, and the generating function is P over H cross. Since H cross is a constant, we are taking out. So this will become I over H cross, and instead of alpha, that small parameter, we are taking A here, and computation of P with R. So A is the operator, G is the generating function, which is equal to R plus I over H cross A. The commutation of P with R will become minus I H cross. Here you can cancel out the H cross and this H cross. Uh, then you will have only I into minus I. I into minus I is equal to 1. So this will become A. Second term will become A. That is prime will be equal to R plus A. That is what we got when we operate the spatial translation operator with the wave function. The wave function is shifted from psi of r to psi of r plus a. So we have proved this using the commutator relation. In the next class, we will continue our discussion. If you find this lecture useful one, kindly subscribe. Also share my channel and join my channel. Thank you very much for watching my video and supporting me continuously.